Senator Loomis met with the new crypto czar, David Sachs, and they're discussing the reserve bill. A lot of predictions on when this is going to take effect. Polymarket says that, there's 60% chance it's going to happen within the first 100 days of Trump's, taking over, right? And this will be a big thing, a huge thing. I mean, come on, think about it, right? For the United States to start buying Bitcoin, putting it into a reserve, right? This is one of the ways that Bitcoin is overtaking gold. I mean, obviously, the United States and all the countries around the world has been hoarding gold forever. And now we're going to start hoarding Bitcoin, right? That's just, come on. Just think about it. Think about how ludicrous that sounds to begin with. And just think about even this idea, this notion of a country, a sovereign state of doing so just years ago would be laughed upon. But this is actually a real thing that's going to happen next year, guys. This is a real thing that's going to happen. Why are more people not talking about it? Why are more people not FOMOing, considering that the United States will be purchasing up to 5% of the total supply of Bitcoin? That's a lot. 5% of the total supply, considering there's not that much left, right? And then right afterwards, guess what? Russia is going to be doing the same thing. And then Japan is going to be doing the same thing. Brazil's going to do the same thing, right? The EU, actually, someone, proposed the same thing. All these other countries, the G7 and G15, they're all going to be talking about it. I mean, this is huge. This is a big deal. This is really big. And people are not really thinking about it. It's big. And states like Ohio, Texas, and many others, they're rushing to create bills to do the same thing so that the states can buy Bitcoin and put it in their treasury too. I mean, this is huge, guys. This is absolutely huge. I don't think enough people realize how big this is. Okay. This is ludicrous if you think about it. If I mentioned this back in 2021, and that's only 3 years ago, I mean, no one would believe it. People would think that this is just a crazy talk. This is just like, this is just fantasy thinking that this is not going to happen. But this is happening next year. That's how crazy things have moved, from theoretical to reality. And maybe that's why Larry Fink and BlackRock, they have been accumulating so much because they already knew that this was happening, and Larry Fink truly understands. And BlackRock released a video explaining Bitcoin. I mean, BlackRock has been one of the biggest advocates of Bitcoin of this year. Not only have they been buying, they've been advising their clients to buy, and they're releasing all these educational videos about Bitcoin. They're giving presentations and everything. I mean, they want people to buy their ETFs. They want people to get involved, right? Obviously self-serving because they have the biggest Bitcoin ETF out there, but still, they want as much as they can. They want domination, world domination, and Bitcoin domination. That's not a good thing, but, in the meantime, it's definitely contributing to the supply shock. And Saylor also, too. I mean, both neck and neck. Look at MicroStrategy and IBIT. Look at how much they've been buying since November. Neck and neck. Actually, MicroStrategy is leading. They're buying more than even BlackRock, which is kind of amazing when you think about it. Bitcoin is also overtaking gold in this which is amazing considering that gold ETFs have been around for how long? Decades. And now, within a single year, not even, Bitcoin ETFs collectively broke 129 billion in net assets, surpassing gold ETFs for the first time. So within 11 months, there are more assets, AUM, under management in Bitcoin ETFs than gold ETFs. That's a crazy stat if you think about it. That's how much demand there is for Bitcoin right now. That's, again, ludicrous to think about. In 11 months, that's how much buying there has been versus how long gold ETFs have been around. That's ludicrous once again. We are mimicking what happened last year in December. If you look at this pattern, it's exactly identical. It's really identical. And this is good because we are at the cusp of a major move upwards. And again, this could be correlated with tomorrow, this big FOMC meeting. And I just said it, this could be the big catalyst, the last thing that's holding us back. Afterwards, we could get that big push up that could push us to 110, 115, 120, 130, whatever it is. And that may conclude us for the remaining 2 weeks. And we may just hover there or slowly trend there, right? But this happened last year. This happened in 2020, the last halving event. We saw just a big spike up. We may see that that's imminent within the next few days. By the end of this week, we may see that once again before the new year starts. So get ready for it. Strap on and get ready. We're like right there. Right there. It would not surprise me at any given time. I think tomorrow could be it. After the FOMC meeting, maybe not immediate, but that night, you know, because like I said, usually after FOMC meeting, the market actually tanks. Wall Street always tanks the market after FOMC meeting. And then the day afterwards is usually when things go upwards, right? So that night, maybe during my stream or after my stream, is when Bitcoin could go up. Could. Doesn't mean it will, but we're right there. And that happened last year too, right around this time.